So my quick thoughts, bro, I feel like I might just go ahead and flip this one into, you know, the twisted or backward psychology behind crash out idiocy, you know what I mean? Because it really is idiotic, you know, the kind of activities that we see in street cultures, you know what I'm saying? Street drill culture, I mean, if that's even still a thing. You know, these brothers kind of prove that it might still be a thing, but you know, the idiocy behind it, because we have real life examples of the hypocrisy that goes on, bro. And like, you know, niggas might not just, you know, admit that part of things. Let's get into it.
Mercurial blood vessels, my skin do shine. The son of the god of thunder, my home is the skies. The eye to argue when niggas
when he did this, you know what I mean? We all can learn from one another, vicariously from one another too, so that you don't have to go through psychological, just like worst states of psychological degeneracy. You need to learn lessons, because at that point, I feel like you ain't even gonna be able to learn them anyway. Now, right? We got the YouTuber right here, Mac Moolah, man. Hold on. Oh my God, this always happens, bro. Why you always gotta do this? Alright, let's try it again. YouTuber life is in danger for making this reaction about Chicago. Bro, boys, that's always on go. What are we talking about? A video from Poetic Flacco. Let's hear it.
Chucky Wackham just got exposed. Chicago rapper Chucky Wackham just got exposed for threatening a blogger for covering things that he posted publicly. Like, he went on live, he said certain things, he's engaged in beef online, and the blogger covered it and reacted to it, and now he got a problem with him. And this is the problem too, man, when it comes to rappers. They feel like they're bigger than the program. A lot of these dudes would suck our jock strings. They would beg us to post them on social media, and then once they blow up, now all of a sudden they don't need bloggers no more, and now the bloggers are their enemies. And it's just a part of a toxic cycle that we've been seeing in hip-hop. I personally tell a lot of bloggers, man, don't let that humble rapper act fool you, bruh. Don't let them big broing you fool you, bruh, because the minute they get some clout and attention, they leaving you, bruh, right? They desert you. They don't got no time for you. They gonna start disrespecting you. So in this particular case, yo, Chucky,
I won't lie, this guy looks like a switcher. He looks like a flip-flopper.
He has been online beefing with O Block members, or some O Block members, for a while now. They've been self-incriminating. They've been going back and forth. They've been dissing. And of course, it's gonna get covered. Like, do you expect to diss other famous rappers and other popular people and for it not to get covered? If you don't want it to get covered, if you don't want your beefs to be covered, then don't beef online.
Exactly.
But y'all are
exactly. Now, let me go ahead and zoom in, like, you know, for better context. And why I may just like point this kind of title out to just break it down on a psychological channel, right? It's because it's a psychological issue, so it affects everybody with a psychology. You know what I'm saying? Do your homework with a psychological setup, that is. Do your homework. So now we have, you know, a rapper right here, right? Yeah, I kind of didn't get the name. That's not important. But he's going against a YouTuber, content creator, Mac Moolah. Shout out Mac Moolah, right? If you know, you know. If you don't, do your homework. You feel me? So they're going against Mac Moolah for, you know, reacting, basically. Reacting and just talking about what they release. You know what I'm saying? They release, they're public figures, they're rappers. They release certain things, certain messages within their music. You know what I'm saying? And it's the kind of thing where it's like, yo, they themselves would make clear that, yo, this is an inside what, this is something that, you know, is not supposed to be in the hands of anybody random, just us. It's inside information. But then you go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, you drop the information publicly, but then expect the public not to react to that. What kind of shit is that? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, now, like Moolah, you know, he's just a reactor, just like what I'm doing right here. You feel me? He's just at a bigger scale, you know? So obviously, his voice is heard by a whole lot more people globally. You know what I mean? So him touching on it made Buddy nervous. Whereas these are the activities that they expose in their own music, right? And these are the things that, imageries that they expose in their own music. Now they getting mad when a public figure talks about it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, what it is specifically, I want Poetic Flacco to get into it, right?
Addicted to beefing because it gets y'all some type of social currency.
So it's beef. So Mac Mula was talking about like niggas beef and things like this, and then now they getting touched about that
Y'all could trade in for clout and attention. But in this situation, the blogger Mac Mula, who Chucky is apparently mad at, isn't even the one who made the video documenting Chucky's beef and his self-snitching that he's been engaging in online. He actually just reacted to the video. It was one of those AI Slack channels who created the documentary covering Chucky's beef with O-Block members. All Mac Mula did was just react to it. So Chucky is mad at the wrong person because he can't really get mad at the AI, because the AI, one, you don't have a person to be mad at, it's AI, and then two, all the AI is doing is just documenting and covering what y'all post online.
One rapper went viral for admitting in a song that he was the one who shot Boss Top. O-Block members posted pictures of bodies getting lifted into ambulances dissing, while Chucky Wack M's crew mocked them in the comments. Both sides wear OTF chains, both have ties to No Limit, and both are trying to pack each other. This is the war between Bloodbath and O-Block. The war between O-Block and Bloodbath is one of the most confusing and dangerous internal beefs to ever come out of Chicago. What started as a quiet tension
Chicago is home of the do your homework on internal beefs
between the two crews with mutual ties has now turned into a full-blown war.
Shoebox baby a clown.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch of mess, bro. And I know I'm just gonna keep, you know, reacting over the muted video right here because, you know, it's not about the specific details of what's going on, but it's about the fact that, yo, a whole bunch of this degeneracy, a whole bunch of this beef, this street conflict is exposed, you know what I'm saying, out in the public. And the participants of these beefs, you know what I mean, they are going at every blogger or content creator that just like speaks on it, of which is like, yo, these is public things that y'all do, number one, in public, and number two, y'all yap about it, you know what I'm saying, y'all yap about who you kill, this, then the third, and nobody's supposed to speak on it, you know what I'm saying. So I just want to dive into the psychology, like, is it something hypocritical? You know what I'm saying? Is it a DID, dissociative? What is it called again? Dissociative disorder, dissociative identity disorder, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a sort of like a disorder where, you know, you play these multiple characters, these multiple, you know, different characters. They might be completely different to one another, but they in the same body. Do your homework on that. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? If y'all peep movie, what's that movie again? Damn, That Condition, where they expose it a lot. Damn. It was really good. Fuck. I'm saying with this dude that like has 21 characters in it. You know what I mean? So it might be that for niggas. I mean, one in there. You know, in certain environments, it's like, you know, street code, this, that, the third. And then when a certain aspect of that environment, like just, you know what I mean, is questioning their habits, because y'all doing it in front of us. When, you know, regular civilians question your actions, you get mad, bro. Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
But yet your actions are online, giving them nothing but incriminating things to post about you. It's your fault, right? So after this reaction here, which I watched the reaction, it really wasn't a bad reaction. All he did was react to the AI video, and you know, he kind of gave Chucky his credits, his props. Didn't really understand why people were beefing with him. But Chucky then hopped in his DMs on Instagram, not on some nice stuff. Now, if you want a blogger to take something down, trust me, I've taken it down post. Offset had DM'd me before saying, hey, bro, like my homie just passed away, like you posting this stuff is kind of crazy. I got you, bro. I took it down, okay? Little baby.
Yeah, and it's crazy because look, here's another thing, bro. Like, you know, I heard even with DJ Academics and who was it again? No, Traplo Ross and Central C. I think they had their own little thing. I think we can, you know, go ahead and dive into that if there's like a clip that exists. That, you know what I'm saying? Ross. Documentary. Yeah, fuck it. I don't think I spelled shit proper. I mean, see if there's shorts about this stuff.
was the international content, but made a documentary about Central C and broke down pretty much how he's a cap rapper. He actually compared him to 6ix9ine on an Instagram post when someone from Central C's record label reached out and confronted him on Instagram. She said she's sick of these nerdy white boys like Trap Lord Ross even speaking about it, and Trap Lord Ross said,
with the Trap Lord Ross one, it was a different kind of context, man. Damn. Because Central C was allegedly like capping about his life. You know what I mean? Not like the whole thing where he exposes his life and then expects nobody to just like rap on it. I think DJ Academics was on that with somebody, man. Who was it? Or even this whole Trap Lord Ross, and yeah, man, it's Trap Lord Ross, not Central C, man. It's YB, bro. Right, hold on. So now it's kind of like, it comes off as kind of like snitching in a way. That's how people feel about it. We're the shorts, man. Shorts, brother. I'm not trying to.
See him.
Yeah, so it was an event that I think No Jump.
I'm getting all sorts of comments. I'm getting all sorts of comments, people talking about you're the feds, you're the cops, take this shit down, take it down, don't do this. But it's like, you want to have it both ways. I told you in the last video that I did about this on this channel, everybody was up in arms. When King Von said to Youngboy, you got cap in your raps, a lot of people said, nah, Youngboy the realist, bro, he ain't capping in those raps. Them raps about having all those bodies. 12 bodies and 1 child dead, stop the violence, what I fucking said.
Exactly.
Go and tell him that I'm lying, I got 19 bodies. He said it. He'd been saying for years, for 3 years now.
He said it himself. So the point that I'm trying to make is that these people, they say these things themselves. You know what I'm saying? They incriminate.